Browns at 5-10. Steelers 7-8. After their nosedive over the last 6 weeks, Rainey able to elude tacklers up the sideline across the 20 and brought down at the 25-yard for postseason contention in the AFC. This is 1st and 10. Roethlisberger eluding the sack and then completes out of the backfield at the 30. 2010. Roethlisberger on 2nd and 2. Give to Jonathan Dwyer. Dwyer making the start. Whose incredible consecutive games played streak ending at 175. 3rd and short. Isaac Redmond trying to find a first down marker to Cleveland's front.
Was going to motivate him enough just to try and do whatever he can do to keep this team at 500 at least.
Butler's punt fielded by Cribbs at the 20. Cribbs so dangerous, 2 career punt returns for touchdowns. There's a marker thrown back at the 20.
Very good effort.
Return, holding number 23 of the return team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
It's Joe Hayes.
Steelers and Dick LeBeau. 1st and 10. Little fake handoff. They go quickly to the outside to the rookie Josh Gordon. Nixon out. An ankle sprain also sustained last Sunday. After the first down pass play, Browns keep it on the ground out pass, as is that man Ryan Clark. At the back end of the Steelers secondary. Lewis, tough throw, kind of hit. Gordon in motion on 3rd and 2 from about the 37. Lewis sells it well over the middle, but Gordon covered. Ryan
enough to make the play himself on 3rd and short.
Reggie Hodges on to punt. And Antonio Brown fielding from his own 15-yard line. Brown zigzags up across the 20. As loyal as ever, his team out of postseason contention. Braving the elements here with temperatures below freezing. As Jonathan Dwyer goes right this season that they've had all the more surprising. As Roethlisberger gives to Dwyer here on 2nd and 2.
Well, and as you talk about, Roethlisberger has been so clutch for this organization.
Roethlisberger on 3rd and 1. His pass nearly picked right through the hands of DeQuell.
Knows enough. Don't force it if it's not there. Very lucky to get away with that one.
Most frustrating a year as Ben Roethlisberger has had to endure here. Missed the 3 games earlier. Excellent punt by Butler, and the Steelers will pin them back inside the 10. Josh Victor under center on 1st and 10 from the 5. Short gain on 1st down. Challenge today against the Steelers club. Lewis on 2nd and 10, airs it out. It's caught over the middle by Watson. Watson across the 10 and forced out his teams today. As we will keep you updated on that one. 3rd and 2. Nice throw and an even better catch by Greg Little, the 2nd-year man.
Pretty confident out there right now.
1st and 10 just got past the 20. Hardesty on a little second effort gets close to the 20. Win first and then need a lot of other things to happen to get in. As Lewis on 2nd and 8 throws it behind Little, who was wide open. Close end of his passes and don't throw any picks. Certainly easier said than done against the Steelers defense. He completes here over the middle. That time right on the money to Little. First down for Cleveland and 1st and 10 is spotted at the 47. Give Lewis time. He slings it down the middle of the field, incomplete. Trying to find Lewis under center on 2nd and 10. Give to Hardesty inside Steelers territory. First down and more.
That'll be pretty hard there.
Hardesty cuts it back. Busts inside the 35. A man who has been from the Steelers 33. Lewis goes play action, finds his man wide open at the 20. 1st and 10, Browns driving. Lewis on the pitch to Hardesty, trying to cut it back, but he's buried for a loss. Larry Ford. Watson in motion, 2nd and 13. Then they go play action. His pass intercepted by Polamalu, able to stay in bounds. So Roethlisberger back onto the field on 1st and 10. He goes play action, goes deep down the far side. It's caught. Antonio Brown deep inside Cleveland territory.
but you're going to see
Offense. Pass the distance to the goal. First down.
the ball is thrown so beautifully over.
Has never quite recovered from that point on. This is 1st and 18. Roethlisberger to Will Johnson. Johnson across the 15-yard. Keenan Lewis, we're told, has a knee injury for the Steelers. His return questionable. 2nd and 11. As Pittsburgh going backwards and
Away from Pittsburgh here on your side of the football field because of that play.
Steelers just trying to get some yardage back. 3rd and 24. Dwyer making guys miss. Week 1.
Well, it's hard to read how that relationship is really progressing, but the bottom line is the last 6 weeks, this offense has not been as productive as it was early in the season.
Very short punt. Thad Lewis and the Browns. 1st and 10 from the Pittsburgh 47. This is Brandon Jackson, 60 man from Nebraska. Getting close. Looks like Cleveland was going for it. Steelers just kind of playing out the string at this point as Gordon catches at the 25-yard line. Another Lewis has the Browns driving again. 2nd time they've been inside Pittsburgh territory. First down run by Jackson. Getting close.
Wants to make a statement for Pat Shurmur for their head coach as well.
Flag on the play.
Markers flown.
Full start. 82. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
That's the tight end in the days of Bernie Kosar and Ernest Bynum. But they've got a chance today as Pat Shurmur keeps it on the ground.
Handoff goes to Jackson.
20. Lewis from the gun. Lewis dangerous as a runner, won't find the move.
Plan. And that is a very difficult situation to inherit.
39-yard attempt by Dawson is no good. So far, 3 possessions for Ben Roethlisberger and company. And they're still looking for their first down, and right on cue, they've got it across the 40. Plaxico Burris.
30.
They spotted at the 41. Tight end Paulson in motion. This is Rashard Mendenhall getting to the outside, close to the 50, and lunges inside Cleveland territory due to injury or suspension. There's a nice cutback play. Mendenhall looking for more inside the 45. On 1st and 10. Only happened 3 times here in the last 20 years. 98, 99, and 03. This is 2nd down and 6. Ball came out loose. But after
The 8 turnovers against Cleveland the first time.
2 fumbles in that game, 1 that was lost. 3rd and 5, Roethlisberger, patented throw. Finds Jericho Cotry. Roethlisberger has time. It's incomplete. Intended for the Cleveland Browns. This is 2nd and 10. Isaac Redman across the 25.
Handoff to Redman.
As the Steelers.
Top of your screen.
Roethlisberger on 3rd and 3. This is Redman, and he is going nowhere. Steelers needed to get to
Front, and they're making it look true right now.
41-yard attempt by Sweezum is good. Zone. Woods will watch this one bounce into the end zone. A touchback. As Cleveland NFL debut back under center. 1st and 10 from the 20. Lewis over the middle, finds Watson across the 30. And brought down at the 35-yard line again. Lewis has been in this system a couple of years. As they keep it on the ground on 1st and 10. Ontario.
Well, Chicago's got to win that game. They need some help, though, as well.
Nice throw to the outside, Travis Pitt. But can Cleveland generate some points? 1st and 10 from the 46. Inside Steelers territory game tonight, of course, in D.C. Between the Redskins and Cowboys. 2nd and 5. Hardesty, a nice cutback. Inside the Steelers 45. Little in motion, 1st and 10. Lewis completes again to Gordon. Gordon taking on 2 tacklers at the 30.
It's the number 2 rookie wide receiver in the league in terms of yardage.
Lewis under the shotgun on 1st and 10. That was nearly picked.
Lot to talk about tomorrow.
2nd and 10. Pat Summer keeps it on the ground to Hardesty. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and 10. Lewis feeling the pressure. It's incomplete. Wide
season, but this is a tough place to do it.
This one is online, and it is good. Sends Phil Dawson out for a 51-yard kick. Kicker converts, and we are tied at 3. Late stages first half here at Heinz Field. Return out past the first time they'll miss the tournament since 2009. Roethlisberger on 1st and 10 goes through his progressions, finds Antonio Brown across the 30, but an ankle injury earlier in the season, missed 3 games. Roethlisberger from the gun, 1st and 10, finds Mendenhall out of the backfield, but Mendenhall, I'm not sure he should have won. Dealing with a boatload of injuries. Roethlisberger play action, hit as he throws, finds Mendenhall. But again, very minimal gain, so a 3rd and long for the Steelers. His 33-yard line. Roethlisberger pump fakes, going deep down the sideline, not even close. Steelers first-round guard, we're told, has a stinger. His return questionable at this point. Joshua Quick signals fair catch at about the 26. Cleveland with all 3 times 2009. Brandon Weaver, of course, down with the shoulder injury. This is 1st and 10. Lewis fakes the handoff, throwing on the run, and threw it right at the feet of Hardesty. 2. What can the second-year man do here? This is 2nd and 10. Finds Gordon. Gordon fumbles the football, and Pittsburgh recovers. Ball 1st and 10 for the Browns, 24 with 2 timeouts left. Roethlisberger going deep side, near side, incomplete. Looking for
Brandon. Just hope nothing nearly as severe for him to deal with this offseason.
This is Isaac Redman on 2nd and 10. Bursting through the Cleveland defense across the 15-yard line, and again players have to be separated. 6. Roethlisberger on 1st and 10. Going end zone, it's incomplete, and a marker thrown late.
Pass
Early
interference,
contact.
27, defense. Foul occurred in the end zone, will place the ball at the 1-yard line. First down.
I love the break on the football by Aaron.
Goal. Johnson in motion, Roethlisberger fakes the handoff, end zone, touchdown. Leonard Pope gives Pittsburgh the lead.
Leonard Pope.
2nd receiving touchdown for Pope on the season. And the point after attempt.
Hope and pray that it's nothing significant that will affect them getting ready for next year.
So again, an ankle injury for Gordon, his return questionable. This is Benjamin trying to get to the outside, crosses the 20.
Yards in a single season.
1st and 10. This is Chris Obanaya for the first time. First time we've seen him across the, just let the clock run down. 2nd and 1. Now Lewis through the early air. We'll try to get your word on Kiesel as quickly as we can. Josh Quick standing back about a yard deep in his own end zone, fielding. Across the 10, out past the 15, close to the 20.
To this point.
1st and 10. Ontario Hardesty starting today for Trent Richardson. We had a chance to sit with Thad Lewis last night.
Finally, the opportunity he's been waiting so long for.
One play on 2nd down. Now we're told it is a error for the Steelers, done for the day. Parker's whistle to play dead before it happened.
False start, number 77, offense. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
We've also been told that David Lewis over the middle and a crunching blow. Ball was actually a rookie wide receiver for Cleveland. Josh Gordon on a fake punt. Cleveland rolls the dice. They've got it and a lot more inside Steelers territory.
So let's roll the dice. Works out well for him.
So first and 10, Lewis back onto the field, takes a hard hit right at the release point, and a marker comes in late.
Pass interference, number 35, defense. Ball he placed at the spot of the foul. First down.
Well, this was for the football, but I don't think there was anything done that prevented the receiver from getting back to that football.
Steelers coming blitz on first and goal. So the quarterback, Weed and Richardson. Lewis goes play action. Likes to get to the edge. Throws end zone. Touchdown. It's Greg Little. Dawson on for the point after as Cleveland comes back from Thad Lewis. And we are tied at 10 here in Pittsburgh. Long kick fielded by Rainey.
Deeper. Those are the issues that I think they need to try and fill.
Steelers just trying to get to 500 at this point. Jonathan Dwyer to the outside. Got a Pittsburgh first down. Another Steelers play that the NFL front office looks at this week. Dwyer on first and 10 gets close to the 35. Here's the last play. You'll see Phil has come on at least for the moment in relief of Feacham. Second and 6. Roethlisberger's pass deflected at the line of scrimmage. And it will be third. One of the no-name players that has really impacted things with all the injuries that they've had to deal with. Penalty markers thrown. And then another marker comes in late.
The top cornerback for Cleveland right there asking what's the
Two fouls on
problem.
the defense. Offside, 95. That penalty's declined. Defensive pass interference, number 23. That penalty will be accepted. First down.
So Jaquay Parker to meet 8-yard line. Roethlisberger to throw. Out of the backfield finds Will Johnson, the fullback. Inside Cleveland territory. Steelers and Browns tied at 10. As we hit the 9-minute mark in this third quarter, Jonathan Dwyer, a fire hydrant of a fullback, so tough to
Every running back to fit that bill.
7 rushes, 50 yards for Dwyer today. Roethlisberger, little flare screen pass to Sanders inside the 20 and another first down. Well, this is first and 10 from the 19. Sharp Mendenhall comes in. Over center for a yard.
To have him back on this football team if they can afford it.
End around play on second and 9. This is Antonio Brown. Across the 15, close to the 10. While is back next season as he becomes a free agent. Third and 2. Extra little burst by Dwyer. He's got the first down. And a steal. Wallace placed on IR ended this season yesterday. First and goal, Dwyer. Trying to cut back. Brown's coming. Second and goal. Roethlisberger feeling the pressure. It's caught. And
Very productive, very impressive young man.
third goal. They spotted at the 9. Roethlisberger tucks it away. Throws end zone. It's caught. Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown, the 60-yard touchdown last Sunday against Cincinnati.
After the play was over, personal foul, 2 personal fouls on Cleveland, number 90 and number 71. That 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
So Billy Wynn and a top each of the last 2 games, the overtime game in Dallas, another game last Sunday here against the Bengals. Steelers may have to have a player.
Their 8 losses, 5 of them win by 3 points or less, or 5 of them by 3 points exactly. And those are games that, quite frankly, that Pittsburgh expects to win.
And what a kick through the back of the... 4:38 to play. Thad Lewis feeling the pressure. His pass broken up. Larry
Take over. The crowd's into it. They just scored to take the lead. We'll see how Thad Lewis responds.
Brandon Jackson on second and 10 has some room across the 40-yard line and finally tackled from the back at the Browns 45. Lewis keeps it on the ground this time. It's Jackson again. Now Jackson met by a hard hit. Second and 8, Lewis throwing sideline. He's got Benjamin for the first down. Inside
Accurate with them all day.
If you just joined us, Thad Lewis making his NFL debut today against this vaunted Steelers defense. Led by
They've made two of them. Let's see if they can finish off the drive here.
Jackson on second and short. Getting back to the line of scrimmage. Appears to be about a yard and into his sixth consecutive Pro Bowl. 3rd and 1. Jackson lunges for it. And appears as though he's got it. So Brandon Jackson picks up the first down. Markers
False start,
come in before the snap.
177, offense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
It's the left guard, John Brett, 38.
Watch him, Joe.
Lewis blitzed and he's going down. Steve McClendon. 2nd and 19, Browns going backwards. Lewis goes draw play. It's Monterio Hardesty across the 35. Mark.
Holding, 73, offense, 10-yard penalty, still second down.
Lewis under center on 2nd and 29 after the penalties. This is Brandon Jackson, inactive for 13 games this season. It's just his 2nd appearance of the year for the Browns. His final game as Cleveland's head coach. Boards swirling out of Cleveland. Pass from Lewis intended for Benjamin, incomplete. So the Browns will punt. Antonio Brown signaling their catch from his own 5. So trying to sweep the Steelers for the first time since 1988. 1st and 10, Roethlisberger giving to Mendenhall. Across the...
It's a good young talent that needs some veteran winning experience.
Mendenhall buried right at the line of scrimmage. For a minimal gain by
Denver and New England win and they lose. Houston can drop back to that 3rd spot.
3rd and 8. As Cleveland's defense sniffing that play out. Mendenhall going nowhere. There is a marker
number
down.
90, defense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
That's back on 3rd and 3 from the 13. Roethlisberger feeling pressure, wrapped up, and he is going down. Jabal's 8. So Drew Butler punting from his own end zone. Josh Cribbs watches it bounce out at around the 45. And that's numbers comparison between Lewis and Roethlisberger. 1st and 10, Hardesty. Resourceful move right over center. This is 2nd and 7. Lewis play action, dangerous if he can get to the edge. 4 from the 39. Lewis, near side, Obadiah is crushed by Ryan. This is Reggie Hodges the punt as the Cleveland drive stalls. Now this one takes a Cleveland bounce inside the 10 as Roethlisberger will be pinned inside their own 10 with 9:47 remaining. Roethlisberger, little screen pass, finds Isaac Redman across the 15, brought down to the 20.
Redman out of the backfield.
1st and 10, Roethlisberger going play action on the run. Completes to Sanders across the 35. Field here. 1st and 10. Redman brought down. A short gain on 1st down. Steve, I want to go back, we've been talking about Pat
Vision after the season's over. Not a good sign for Pat Sherman.
Roethlisberger trying to throw to Burris' back shoulder. This is 3rd and 8. Roethlisberger from the shotgun from their own 37. Roethlisberger wrapped up and sacked again. Sheard getting there for Cleveland. Butler has had a busy day from his own 24. Cribbs signals for a catch as that one sails out of bounds inside. This place about 75% filled, considering that this Steelers team is out of contention. Have to give these fans a lot of credit. 1st down pass intended for Little, broken up. It's the 2nd and 10, Steelers coming. Lewis again hit as he throws, but finds Benjamin. Ball comes loose late. It's Cortez Allen on the recovery. And the officials...
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. First down, Pittsburgh.
10 from the 27. Dwyer going backwards. Tackle. Certainly an emotional day at Lucas Oil Stadium with the return of Chuck Pagano. There's a screen pass to Dwyer, weaving through the deep. This is 3rd and 1. Redmond has the first down. He's across the 15-yard line.
Redmond.
Player at a position to Bowie State. Here's Dwyer on 1st and 10.
Dwyer with a handoff.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger pump faking, goes end zone, incomplete. What a defensive race. Still a one-possession game at this point. Roethlisberger going end zone again. Touchdown. And look who, Plaxico Burress.
Catch.
Burress rejoining the Steelers just a couple of weeks back. Had just one reception.
But he said his wife, who just had their first child, 6-week-old Ben Jr., wants to get down to the sun. She's probably going to win out.
This is Cribbs, ever dangerous as a return man. 8 all-time kick returns for touchdown.
He's still very, very productive.
Polamalu went down in the opening game with that calf injury, missed 9 games. Lewis was having trouble hearing the play from the sideline. This may be his own call. 2nd and 2, over the middle, it's caught. Another Cleveland first down to get a play before the 2-minute warning. They've got all 3 timeouts. A nice job by Lewis to get him to the line of scrimmage. He finds Obanaya as we reach the 2.
At home against Peyton Manning, right at a 10-game winning streak. Looks pretty good for the Broncos right now.
2nd and 6 as Lewis finds Watson again.
England beats Miami. That could drop Houston down to number 3 seed.
Lewis buried in the backfield on 3rd and 1. So it looks like Lewis is hurt after that last sack. Johnson is hit as he throws. Ball comes loose and it's recovered by Ziggy Hood. And Pittsburgh, and again, it's... They'll try to put this game away. Browns with 2 timeouts to stop the clock. Chris Rainey. And it looks
young talent, the upcoming, what they're moving toward, and he feels like he's earned that opportunity as a coordinator. He didn't have a true offensive coordinator. Now he brought in Brad Childress this year.
This week. Meantime, for the Steelers, they'll miss the playoffs for the first time since 2009, but they avoid the losing season, and that'll make the sting ever so slightly less for Mike Tomlin and this franchise. Embrace between Shermer and Haley as Pittsburgh will finish their season at 8-8.